The night was colder than any she had known. Snow lashed against the small wooden cabin, and the wind howled like a wounded wolf. Elena, a poor girl living alone after her parents' death, was stirring a pot of soup when a knock echoed through the storm. Outside stood a man wrapped in a heavy coat, his beard dusted with snow, and in his arms, a baby, shivering and crying softly. "Please," he said, his voice rough from the cold. "Just a place to stay until the storm passes." Without hesitation, Elena stepped aside. "Come in," she whispered, pulling the door wide. She gave them her last blanket, her last piece of bread, and the only warmth she had, the fire. That night, she didn't ask who he was or where he came from. She only saw a father trying to keep his child alive. By morning, the storm had passed. The man looked at Elena with quiet gratitude. "You didn't even ask my name," he said softly. "I didn't need to," she smiled. "Sometimes, helping someone is reason enough." He placed a folded paper on the table before leaving. When she opened it later, her hands trembled. It was a check, large enough to change her life forever. The man she had helped was no ordinary traveler, he was one of the richest ranchers in the West. Yet that night, in her eyes, he had simply been a father in need. And to him, she was not just a poor girl, she was proof that kindness still existed in a world that had forgotten it. Moral: true wealth is not in gold or land, but in the heart that gives without expecting anything in return.